Have I got a deal for you? This is the Unit 2 and 3 study guide for a pretest that you're about to take. The deal is, if you're able to master any one of these 4 concepts, 2 from Unit 2, 2 from Unit 3, you won't have to go through those concepts. You'll still be required to show mastery of the ideas on the unit exams, but hey, it'll save some time because you already know it. So hopefully you've got this all filled out already. If not, make sure you do. We're about to go through. I'm about to take you through as much as we can of the study guide in this first video here. So with that being said, hey, let's get started. So the first thing I want you to be able to do is for this pretest is demonstrate your ability to solve one-step, two-step, and multi-step equations. Variables could be on one side, they could be on the other side too. So we have to remember that we have to always isolate the x. So and we do an inverse operation. So what I'm going to do on number 1 here is I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And -3 plus 3 is 0. So this is x equals -6. Remember, you can put -6 back in for x. -6 minus 3 is -9. Okay, so you have a little exposure, hopefully, to some equations in the past. We don't know how much, but we're going to give you a chance to see what you can do with this. So, second one, we're going to keep the x over 5 by itself for a little bit, but we need to get that term by itself. So I'm going to add 4 to the other side. And so that'll give me x over 5. -4 plus 4 is 0 is equal to -3. Now this is x divided by 5. So the inverse operation of division is multiplication, and that's how we want to show it. So multiplying and dividing by 5 gives us a coefficient of 1. So this is 1x equals -3 times 5, which is -15. On number 3, we have to use the distributive property, but also we have to distribute this negative sign. Negative makes things opposite. So we're going to bring down that 8, and we're going to take -2 times 3x, that's -6x, and -2 times -5 is +10. That's equal to -2. Now, we have to combine like terms on the left side. So I'm going to keep my -6x, but I have an 8 plus 10, which is plus 18 equals -2. I'm going to take 18 away from both sides, get -20, and I'm going to divide both sides by -6. So that gives us x equals -20 over -6. But I really want to reduce that and simplify that. And so if I divide everything by 2, that'll get me to 10 over 3. All right. Here's a one-step equation. 3/5 x is equal to 18. I have to make the coefficient of x 1. So I have to think, what could I multiply or divide 3/5 by to make it 1? Well, if I divide anything by itself, I would get 1. So I could divide both sides by 3/5. But if you think about dividing fractions, that's the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. So let's do that instead. So let's multiply the left side by 5/3 and the right side by 5/3. So I'm going to put 18 over 1. And these 5s become 1 when I multiply, and so do the 3s. This is just 1x. Goal accomplished. 3 goes in 18 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. Just like that with the fraction, I'm done. I can use a calculator if I want to, but hey, as we go through this, I don't think that wasn't bad. That was not bad. All right. So number 5, we're going to combine like terms. This is -3. -2 plus 5 is -3. 4x minus 12 goes right there. Now, I've got to get the x's all together on one side on this particular one. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. That'll give me 3x minus 3 equals -12. Don't forget that negative sign right there. The reason I did that is notice that the x term is still positive. Woohoo. We tend to do better with positive numbers than negatives. At least I do. So 3x is equal to -9. I divide both sides by 3, and x is equal to -3. Last one in this little section. Let's do 6. I get to distribute a little bit. This is 18x minus 12 equals 18x plus 2. So when I go through this and I subtract the 18x's, this is -12 equals 2. Oh no, that's not true. What do we put? We put that it's no solution. Sometimes we can say that it's the empty set. Okay, so we ended up with a situation where there's no value of x that will work. So, leads us right into the next items here. Finish the equation so it would have no solution. Well, when we move the x terms around and all we have left is constants, those constants, if they don't equal, then we have no solution. So x minus 4, I could do x plus 1. Because when I subtract x from both sides, I'm going to be left with -4 equals 1. Not true. Now, the difference between that and infinitely many solutions is infinitely many solutions means I can use any number that I want for x. Excuse me. Ooh, infinitely many solutions. Hopefully there's no more infinitely many sneezes. Sorry about that. So this is 2x plus 8. Same thing on the left side and the right side. All right. Number 9. Number 9. The first side of a triangle measures x. The second side of the triangle measures 9 more than the first side. Third side of the triangle, because there's 3 sides, is twice the length of the first side. The perimeter of the triangle is 25. Let's draw a quick pic. Not drawn to scale. First side of a triangle measures x. We'll call that x. Second side is 9 more than the first side. That'd be x plus 9. The third side is twice the length of the first side. That's 2x. We have to write an equation for the perimeter. So I'm going to do that. Perimeter means add them all up. So x plus 9 plus 2x is equal to 25. All right, got to find the value of x, got to solve it. So combine all my x terms. It's 4x plus 9 equals 25. Can take 9 away from both sides. Divide by 4, so x is 4. Now, the first side would be 4. Second side, 4 plus 9, 13. And the third side, 2 times 4, which is 8. And I want to check my work because does 4 plus 13 plus 8 add up to 25? You know what? Sure does. It sure does. All right. So that is a little bit about solving equations. And that was kind of fast, but again, this is to get you ready for a pretest, just to see if you are able to master it without going through those 2 concepts. Maybe you've got some background and we're going to let you have an opportunity to share with us that background and your knowledge that you've got. And maybe this video here kind of jars some things, kind of loosen your head as well. So be back with the second part of the study guide here shortly. See you then.